Hey guys, back for round 3, 1-1. Lost a not so close one to taking turns and beat the mirror. Now we are on the draw yet again. Against, I don't know. This guy's name looks super familiar. I think he just plays a ton of Magic Online. This hand is good, not great. I've got double C's and like Sphere for my interaction. I'm gonna keep this. This is close. I don't have like any early games, so like if he's playing like an aggro deck type thing or whatever, like I might be in trouble. But if he's just dirtling, then we've got a good shot. So Ancestral Vision, I'm not sure what that means, but I'm gonna wait. Forgot I don't have a 1-drop. But I'm probably facing probably fetching Basic Island with this. He might be playing a Blue Moon style deck. I really just don't want to get blown out by Blood Moon. I've already got 2 basics in my hand, so I mean, like, I'm okay. Plus, there's no need to fetch Hallowed Fountain. Alright, so we are on the deny you of any color other than blue plan for the foreseeable future. So, alright, Flood Strand's pretty good. That lets me fetch another basic island if I need to, depending on what he's playing. So, Flagstones of Trocare. What the hell? Okay, so he's playing Asphodel. I almost assumed that one of those was probably coming down at some point, but just wasn't particularly sure. So, I'm gonna fetch another island here. And I think that I want to just kill this. I think that that's probably the best idea, right? I mean, As Foretold is like what combos are built on, man, you know? Yes, he could untap and have a Jace, which would suck for me, but like I just don't want him to like do something absurd with that. So, he's just going to play another copy. And Serum Visions, which is fantastic. Cool, so we went bottom. Drew another Detention Sphere. Unfortunately, I can't counter this Ancestral Vision, so I think that I really do want to just Sphere the other As Foretold. I mean, yeah. Alternatively, I can, you know, just cut him off of, like, every color except for blue, but I can still do that at any point in the future. So, with him being able to draw 3 with Visions and potentially draw into yet another copy of Ancestral Vision and then just be able to cast it, like, I don't want him to be able to do that. So I'm just gonna take his As Foretold. And I'm just gonna F6 because I just can't do anything. So he's gonna go back up to 6 cards. 7 with his draw step. That's cool. But at least now he won't be able to cast any of his future Ancestrals immediately with these As Foretold. Kind of surprised that he even suspended Vision, but I guess it was on turn 1, so he didn't know that he was going to have an As Foretold. And yeah, turn 1 on the play, suspending Vision is better than like hoping that your As Foretold resolves and then you get to draw cards later. Maybe he didn't even have one in his hand, or he didn't have any plans or something. Could be a lot of things. But I don't know what he's doing over there. He's doing a lot of digging. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to axe his Steam Vents with this Field of Ruin, and then I'm going to play double C's on Flagstones and Sulphur Falls. I'm kind of like inclined to think that maybe he doesn't even have white in his deck, and this Flagstones may very well just be okay, never mind. I withdraw my previous statement. Might have just been like a cool combo with like Boom Bust or something like that, you know, just to get a land, but anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and think I want to just like Field of Ruin his Foundry. Grab an islands. So he has a plains. That's fine. So I'm gonna Spreading Seas the plains. Kind of just like baiting around a little bit. So he's gonna remain that. Okay, that's fine. With me not having any idea like what he's doing, I just really, I'm just trying to like bait a little bit. Like how much does white matter to him type thing. Is he just playing like blue, white, red control with As Foretold in his deck? You know, what's going on? Hearing the Harbinger. So he is playing Emrakul, Nahiri Emrakul. Interesting. Alright, well I'm totally out of detention spheres now, so I need to figure something out. Alright, well I'm going to play this Gideon. And I'm just going to prevent all the damage that Nahiri would deal. And I'm going to leave up Mana Leak. And hopefully we will be able to smash Nahiri next turn with Gideon. And we have a decent like protection gambit right now against whatever he may do, because I can attack with Gideon and then like I have Leak, Snapcaster Leak. So unless this is like Detention Sphere, then I should be okay. And it's another As Foretold. That's fine. Okay, he's gonna drop you cards. I considered mana leaking that because it would tap him out, but I would rather just counter an actual spell. Because now, like, yeah. Alright. So, we'll make a 4/4. And we're gonna crunch Nahiri down a peg. Yeah. It's gonna path that, so we're gonna mana leak the path. He's gonna crack his Scalding Tarn and pay. And then we're gonna snap. This is gonna really, what's really gonna suck is if he just goes path again right here. Okay, good. I saw him tap white and I was like, oh boy, here we go. Alright, so now we're able to Snapcaster Mage and Mana Leak. Mana Leak the path back, so. Alright, so we hit Nahiri down to 4 loyalty. And opponent still has a billion cards. And that As Foretold is not gonna make life any easier for us in the long run either. So it's basically just playing like blue, white, red, As Foretold, just gonna cheese, man. That's his third copy of Ancestral Vision and his third copy of As Foretold. That is just ridiculous. So I mean, sometimes you just have it all. Main deck Timely Reinforcements. Okay. Sure. This is one of those situations where I mentioned about boarding in timely reinforcements against control. It's somewhat decent. But yeah, our opponent is getting pretty fortunate with his draws. Triple As Foretold, triple Ancestral Vision. It's kind of ridiculous, but we're still slogging on through. He could be like more blue-white control too. Splash red. I'm not sure what he's doing here. Chandra Torch of Defiance. Okay. Ensnaring Bridge. Wow. He's going deep. I don't even know what is going on here. Okay. Jace. What does that do? And we'll find out, right? Unfortunately, I don't really see us winning this game. I mean, he's pretty much got a good suite of planeswalkers with plenty of blockers. So, what are we bringing in here? I'm gonna bring in Gates, Dispel, Disdainful Stroke. Bring in Celestial Purge for sure. Blue Halo's not great. Probably bringing in Crucible. And definitely bringing in Geist. And then hopefully we'll just be able to negate things and go from there. So I'm just gonna brainstorm. I don't really have anything else to do here. So all of these cards are not great. I'm just gonna put back Saddle and Wall, and then play Spreading Seas on one of his red sources, and then I'm gonna tick up Gideon to prevent all the damage that Chandra would do. And this way I can try to find a kill spell of some kind for all of his tokens, like a Supreme Verdict, and maybe mop up his tokens and you know, hit his planeswalkers. So, all right, well, he's pathing our Snapcaster Mage. That actually helps because it gets rid of that Settle the Wreckage that's on top of my deck. So I'm just gonna fetch basic here. So I get to path one of his tokens to save one of my walkers here. Okay, so he's going after Jace. So we're just gonna path a token. And he's probably getting countered. Oh wow, it's not, okay. Well, that leaves him pretty open. Because now Gideon can attack one of those planeswalkers. But I don't think it's likely to matter. So he's looting. Wallet strands. This is a lightning bolt. Greater guard. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Oh, you know what? I bet you anything he's playing Restore Balance. There's a very realistic possibility that he's going to just cast Restore Balance right now. And all of my everything is going to get bye-bye. I don't like Ensnaring Bridge in that deck. I mean, maybe it's fine, but you draw a ton of cards. I mean, you've got, as Asperfold Ancestral Vision. I don't understand how that really works, but unless he plays another card, I can still attack with Gideon. So. And I can Spreading Seas his Hallowed Fountain and maybe try to get him off of path. I mean, if he goes for a Restore Balance, he can just cast it, and then all my lands are gone. Cryptic Command, bouncing Gideon, drawing a card. Okay. So it looks like he's just going to be casting Restore Balance. I think what you wanted to do is put the Restore Balance on the stack first. That way you get a land out of your Flagstones. Oops. Doesn't look like it really matters. I mean, what am I gonna do? Huh. All of my lands are gone, and I have a Jace. I can unsummon his Gargadon, and then he has a Nahiri that's going to just kill me.
Give you too much, now we swallow. Now I'm a fool while you're breaking rules. Dangerous path that I follow. Oh, go on, just do what you do.
He played that way wrong.
As I bleed for you, cry for you.
Yeah, that was most definitely a misplay on his part, but there's not a lot I can do about it. I mean, he's gonna get a Gargadon, and then he's gonna get to play a Emrakul. There's really not a lot that I can do about it, so. I'm just curious to see if he has Emrakul in his deck, because he might just like use this to just get a Gargadon and just attack for 9, which is a very likely possibility. But if I had to guess, he's got Emrakul in his deck. He's gonna use this to kill Jace. I don't have any basics left in my deck, so I can't even path my own wall. I literally drew all of my basics. This thing can't attack because of Ensnaring Bridge either, so. Should play Gideon, I guess, and prevent all the damage that Chandra would do, I guess. Unfortunately, the Chandra, the Gideon won't protect me from the emblem. So, add red. Okay, so he's going to suspend Gargadon, sack the bridge. Yeah, and then attack. Go get your Emrakul. Probably. Okay. So he does have the Emrakul. So we're gonna concede. We are very dead. We were very dead before. I just was curious to see if he didn't have an Emrakul in his deck. So now we get to bring in a lot of goodies. Settle the Wreckage is like okay, but not great. We're gonna cut all these paths, bring in all of this. What else are we cutting? Wall, probably. Cut Jura, actually. I'm gonna leave in Supreme Verdict just to answer tokens, I guess. Kind of allows me to, like, clear the way. Maybe I want to bring in Ruined Halo. Or even a path for a Gargadon, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, maybe I just leave in a path. Just like a one path hedge against Timely. I can't imagine that Timely staying in, but you never know. Anyways, we'll roll with this here and sure, play first. This is pretty good. I've only got one colored land, but that's fine. Should be able to find some Serum Visions. And I can still just cast everything anyways, so it doesn't matter. I have to be kind of wary of Blood Moon after sideboard, but might not be a huge thing. So Search for Escanta is really good. Probably just want both of these, so I'm just going to keep both of them. The next turn I can play Field of Ruin, Spreading Seas. Suspend Gargadon. Yeah, okay. So Field of Ruin, Spreading Seas, there. draw the Search for Azcanta, and then next turn, we'll see what happens, but I'm probably wanting to leave up a counter spell for Asforetold, because that's the only way that he can actually cast. Okay. Now I'm a little bit more apt to cast Gideon, because there's no way he suspends his Ancestral Vision if he has a thing in his hand. There's no way. So I think that I'm just gonna fetch for another Hallowed Fountain here and play Gideon. Just get a clock on the board, take it up out of bolt range. Then I get to untap and have Disdainful Stroke negate Search up to, you know, keep the pressure on. And I may very well get punished for that play, tapping out against a scary deck, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So he's sacrificing the flagstones to. I guess he's already got a blue source, theoretically, with the Spreading Seas. So. Ooh, wow, just stone nothing. Alright, well, I'm gonna start bashing. So, get our clock on. And I'm gonna play Search for Azcanta. He's a little behind the curve over here as far as whatever's going on. And I should be able to, he shouldn't be able to cast more than one spell a turn, so I shouldn't have to leave up both. And then after I untap and play Ghost Quarter, I should be able to Field of Ruin his Sacred Foundry, or just do that. So no. So we'll play Quarter, and I'm just going to Spreading Seas his Sacred Foundry. Logic Knot's a great draw. Gideon, attack. Cool. Alright, so he's got double blue over there. He's got 2 islands. I've got Disdainful Stroke to counter the Gargadon, or Celestial Purge to just get rid of it. Yeah, he's had enough. I don't think that I would stick around in that situation either. So that's pretty cool. Just he got a little mana screwed, but I don't think that we were losing that game anyways. Just with the wall of counter magic that we had with the Gideon. So that's pretty good. Good plan to beat this deck. Don't know if I want to run Halo naming something like Greater Gargadon. It just doesn't seem great. Blessed Alliance is okay to make him sack Gargadon. Ooh, excuse me. But yeah, no, I don't think that that's a good plan at all. I think mana denial plan is probably great with Crucible of Worlds and Seas. Keep him off colors. He's very greedy, and just get a clock in play. Hopefully as early as turn 3, and just go from there. So this hand is interesting. I have no interaction, but I have a Geist and I have a Spreading Seas. I'm gonna try this hand. It's very close, but he doesn't do anything. I mean, he literally does nothing. He his early plays are on turn 4 he wants to be casting stuff like Nihiri and Chandra. Didn't see any cheap counter spells like Mana Leak or whatever. So I think that sticking a turn 3 Geist, disrupting him a little bit with Spreading Seas first, I think that might be good enough. Detention Sphere is a great draw. So I'm just going to go ahead and Spreading Seas on his Hallowed Fountain here. red is the most important color to him, I imagine, but just being able to take him off of just something. Because now with this, he's got to, you know, if he wants to have access to all of his colors, he has to fetch, a Sacred Foundry with that Flooded Strand, which leaves him with 1 blue source. So, alright, so F6, draw Mana Leak. That's a good card. Mana Leak will help protect me a little bit. Unfortunately, with him being on the play, I can't, like... Yeah, see, he's going to have to fetch a Sacred Foundry to get access to his colors. So, unfortunately, Mana Leak won't let me do anything proactive right away. However, I can play Geist of St. Traft, and then if he plays a 4-drop like Nahiri or Chandra, then I get to play Detention Sphere. Answer it that way. Blue red. Boom. Wow. So he is playing Boom Bust. Oh man. Okay. Well, we are delayed for a turn. That's a really sweet combo, I have to admit. But we're just gonna pass with Mana Leak up now, and it looks like the Crucible World's plan is going to be benefiting us twofold here. So if he wants to try that trick again, then I just get a Mana Leak hit. If he wants to play something, jeez, Rest in Peace? Really? Rest in Peace? I mean, that shuts off Crucible, which is kind of whatever. But do I counter this? I feel like I counter it. I mean, Crucible is like a legitimate game plan, and I've got a Snapcaster Mage and a Mana Leak in my hand, so yeah, I think we're countering this. As much as it's weird, because like I don't really ever care about Rest in Peace, but I'm pretty sure that I need to counter this. Especially like what's my game plan right now? Like, I was gonna counter like a Boom Bust, obviously if you had it, but like my game plan is like get Geist. Him fetching now is a good sign, because that's another reason to also counter the Rest in Pieces, because if he has a counter spell to fight back, then I get to slam Geist unimpeded. So like if he's gonna like remand this, he remanded his Rest in Peace. Aha. Okay. Cool. Alright. It's Geist time, boys. Alright, so we're playing our Geist of St. Traft, and we're going to pass, and we're going to hope that turning it sideways 3 times prompts a concession. And the next turn I'm going to be able to play Detention Sphere on any of his walkers if he's got one. I could play Crucible, like if he doesn't play Rest in Peace, I could play Crucible and just get back my Colonnade. Probably not doing that. There's the Gargo. If this isn't as foretold, then I could be in trouble. Okay, so there's the Rest in Peace. That's fine. It's totally fine. Totally fine. Alright, so there's another useless card. So I think I'm gonna fetch for an island with his Serum Visions. And okay, that's pretty good. So I'm gonna bottom the seas and just leave Cryptic Command on top. Alright, so hit and pass. I mean, I lose to As Foretold here, or if he's got a way to cast a Kill Spell for the Geist is also game. Not really game, but it's not great for me, obviously. Alright, so now we have Cryptic Command. So now we can hopefully close. He's got 9 counters on this. Cannot sack enchantments. Okay, gonna get in there. And he could also have a Snapcaster Mage, which would prompt me to have to counter it, but I don't know if he would leave in Snapcaster Mages against deck when he's bringing in Rest in Peace, but, you know, I've seen stranger things. Alright, so yeah, this is looking fine. Sacrificing. What did he sack? Oh. Wait, what? What did he sacrifice? I don't even know what he got rid of. The Flagstones? Does he not realize that Flagstones doesn't do anything with Rest in Peace in play? I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I just don't care about this. He cannot exile anything. He can't use it. He's got a planes up, so he's like just digging for a path to exile to stay alive, I guess. But I just counter the path to exile with the Cryptic Command, so he can go ahead and do whatever he wants. That's fine. So he's pitching a Cryptic Command, which he cannot cast. And he's probably holding out for Path to Exile on my Angel token. And then hope and a prayer from there. But unfortunately we have a Cryptic Commando, which is going to kill that Path to Exile. So, I was gonna say, like, we lose to what here? Pact Vindication. Alright, well, we got the match. Alright, so that was an interesting deck. I feel like I've played against something very similar before, but very strange indeed. Kind of like a prison deck, but interesting. Anyway, I'll be back for next round.